EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now this will be caught by Mooney.
Darnold's pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Darnold from the gun. That's caught by Montgomery. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
Darnold's pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Robinson with a big catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Darnold. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
To the 48-yard line. A gain of 7. And the Bears 1st down.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
No gain on the play.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Darnold's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Darnold now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. team plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
29-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. Linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First and 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Watson looks to throw again. His throw caught at the 5. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 40.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
7-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
David Montgomery.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. James Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Darnold. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
14. Bears 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Alexander. A gain of 2.
Give to Cook out of the gun. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Dalvin Cook.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards. And now it's second down.
Brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Watson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Second and 4 at the Bears.
From the gun, Watson. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. 23 yards the pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Dalvin Cook.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this is incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the gun, Watson. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35. 35.
when you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Looking sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
By Steven Nelson.
To the air again, Darnold. Throw left side, complete. That's Montgomery. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on second down, Darnold. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Bears 9.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
Now you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Dalvin Cook.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Watson. That'll be complete to Cook.
That's good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Number 80, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and
throwing on 3rd down. Watson got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bears' 1-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 30-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38, Darnold. And he's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Off of play action, Darnold gonna let one fly for. This is caught at the 20. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Darnold from the red zone now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. A shotgun snap for Darnold.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They run, Montgomery, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Darnold from the gun. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Point after try forthcoming. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Watson on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete.
That's good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The 41-yard line.
From the gun. Watson lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Number 80, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. On 1st down, it's Darnold. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and 1.
They run. Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. It's down to 1st, so he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot there after. after, but still a pretty good gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10.
Cook.
35-yard line.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show-you-heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And they have the football and will set our shop at the 33-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Watson. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They run it again with Cook. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early, it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now, all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold and Robinson with a big catch. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. On 1st down, Darnold. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Pass complete to number 81. Touchdown.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, so 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a counter on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice in the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right.